We back, BlockWerk podcast.
Yes, sir.
Another episode, another week. A lot of good energy in the building right now. Got my man TGIFly in the building.
Yo, what's happening?
Queens representative in the building.
Ray in the building.
What's up, Ray? How you feeling today, man?
Chilling, man. I'm feeling good.
Missed that double today?
Holiday season. I miss what?
Missed that double today?
That's a fact, man.
Damn, they get you next week. Don't worry about
Fuck it, though.
What's up, boss? How you feeling? What you got over there? You got some good eats? Ain't bring nothing for the game?
That's why your ass was late.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Where you get that from?
Cozy Corner. Shout out to Cozy Corner on Linden.
Oh, shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
them.
Black owned.
That
They
shit
take a little
looking alright,
more for the
too.
food though, but they do right.
That shit
They
looking
black
alright
owned?
over there. That's looking hefty over there.
Okay.
Righteous.
What's up, King? How you feeling, Fly?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
New tape out right now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Tell
sir.
people the name of the tape, man.
It's only love when the score is tied,
Only
man.
love when
On
the
all
score
streaming
is tied.
platforms. I mean, tap in.
Yes,
We're
sir.
going on a week today. I mean, so
Yeah, man, Fly.
Let
We
me know.
were supposed to have Fly last week, but he had a little event.
yeah,
Had to push
prior
him back a little bit. You
obligations.
feel me? Had to push my man back a little bit.
So far, I fuck with the project, though. I ain't gonna front. I fuck with
looking,
this
man.
shit.
Definitely fuck with the project.
appreciate it.
We want to start from the beginning, like before you was rapping, like, and how did you make the transition from like your regular Queens niggas
Shit.
playing sports turning to rapping?
That shit kind of started as a joke for me. Like, we was away on vacation, and something happened on vacation. I mean, and niggas made a song about it. It was me, Ra
Shout out
Dollar,
Dollar.
Sticks, Audie. Yeah, we was just making mad dumbass songs. We made like a little mixtape. The Shakeout Thursdays mixtape. You know what I mean? So that's really where it started from, man. But I was just going OD harder than everybody else.
Like after that,
Like during that, like niggas was probably freestyling their verses. They was just making shit up.
You was taking it more serious.
My dumb ass was somewhere in the corner,
writing.
mad quiet, writing like, nah. So my verses was just sounding like well thought out, way
Well
more
put
put
together.
together. While they were sounding like they were having fun. So niggas was like, yo, like fuck out of here, nigga. Why don't you just rap for all that? I mean, and I went to my first studio session. It was right in Cambria too. My son Ed Rock, shout out to Ed Rock. And I did this song, and I heard it probably like 2-3 years later. I don't even know where that song is at right now, and that shit was garbage. And I'm like, yo, if niggas would have told me that shit was whack, I might not be here right now, boy, because I'd have left rap alone.
How you felt your first time recording in the studio?
The
Like
first
in a real
time?
studio.
I thought I was comfy. I was a little nervous.
Your first time recording was that song, or you recorded before that? You just never put a song together.
My first time in a real studio, the first time I was in a studio to record, that went left. And that was like, yeah,
What
that
happened?
went left.
What happened with that?
Yeah, so niggas was go. This is when BC and
Shout out BC.
Al
man.
Bundy, my son Slater, all these niggas was rapping, A Breeze and all them niggas, and I'm like, yo, I wanna rap. They like, alright, well, we going to the studio tonight. Just have a verse ready. So I'm like, alright. I wrote a verse to no beat. Wrote it down, then I went to the studio and they picked the beat and I tried to rap over the beat. And I just was like, yo, niggas is paying for this, boy. Like
no, that shit trash, dog.
yeah, we was like 16, 17 at the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I did this wrong. Alright, cool. I'm gonna back over here. Feel me? But then fast forward a few years later, we was making a whole mixtape off our whole summer. For me,
What was that?
shit, I can't remember, bro.
I know the first time I seen you, it was it wasn't SOBs. It was this shit right off the Williamsburg Bridge. That little small spot right there. It was you, Soup,
yeah.
and a couple other niggas.
I know, I remember that spot, yeah.
And before Soup came on,
the Delancey.
yeah, Delancey.
Delancey.
You came on like I think you came on right before Soup, but I wasn't paying no mind. Cause I didn't know you back then. I just came to see Soup. So then you came on and K tapped my shoulder like, yo, tap in. It's my nigga Fly. Ever since then I've been tapped in.
Yeah. So
When was that? What was that?
That was
like maybe 2 years before T.Y. had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Around
Then
that
after
time.
that, I started fucking with Y at the studio when he got the studio.
Yep.
Word.
Well, ever since then I've been tapped.
Okay.
Yo, it's what's I've been seeing this little tag at the bottom of the tape. What's luxury tag saying?
That's my production company. I mean, so like I don't really like put it out there, but I be directing like a lot of my own videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and I also now I learned how to record on my own. So I just want to keep all of that type of shit documented for me, cause I'm gonna be willing to branch out and work with niggas. I wanna do niggas videos. I mean, I wanna direct niggas videos and shit. So I just wanna make sure that the business is right. Yeah.
Luxury. When I saw it, luxury tax. The first thing I thought of was like salary cap.
Yeah,
and
that's
sucker
exactly,
free and all that.
Yeah, that's
so
my
I figure
bro,
all
so
that shit tied in with each other.
Yeah, I like keeping everything. I'm just mad meticulous with names and shit. We kind of like the same, so I like keeping everything under the umbrella.
Gotcha.
And I felt like, yeah. So the name of his shit was salary cap. I just wanted to play off that, just so when you think of one, you think of the other, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
That's official.
So when that shit get to where it's going, niggas know like, oh, they all from the same area, like that shit. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to keep everything uniform.
You said you do your own videos and all that. How you go about choosing like which songs you gonna shoot a video for? Like do you go off the feedback from the fans first, or you just have it in your mind already?
It's a mix of both. I try to have videos done before I put the work out now. So clearly I missed because I picked I did 2 videos for Love and Dish You, and everybody keep hitting me about the Mondrian and Luxury Tax Season. Feel me? So
Luxury tax season. That's the shit I fuck with heavy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front.
Shout out to my young boy Carter. But that shit is like alright, so now I know I gotta double back and I gotta get at least one of the 2 in. You know what I mean? So it's just a mix of both, really.
Only love when the score is tied. What's the meaning behind that?
It's a bar from a song called Free Chop. That's another tape I dropped.
Free Chop too.
That's another tape I want to ask you about too.
Yeah, that's a tape I dropped earlier at the beginning, top of the year. You know what I mean? But it was like a play. It was like a double entendre, like a play on tennis and just real life. I mean, I feel like when niggas is in one situation together, like we both don't have shit. I mean, that's equivalent to being love. In tennis, when you have love, you got 0. For me, so when we both don't got nothing, is love. When the score is tied, like it's all love.
That's deep.
But
I don't know shit about tennis.
I don't really either. I just know bits and pieces, and that just happened to be it. But it's just like I'm a rapper, so every word have visual meaning to me. I could put words in different
makes sense
scenarios. So I'm seeing this love, and I'm like, damn, like nigga, when we was broke, the shit was easy for everybody. But once somebody started getting a little bit of paper, somebody starts acting funny. You know what I mean? And it's just a weird vibe sometimes when you got that makeup of niggas. So that's all that shit was just a play on the words and real life situations.
That's fire.
What was the situation with Ross? How y'all connect?
That shit was like a contest. It was like a mentorship shit, and I guess you had to tag them niggas under your videos. It just so happened that was around the time where I was dropping a video every week. So I was just tagging them in them shits. My homegirl, shout out to Sita, she sent me the link, and it was like the last day to I mean, get your shit in. And I was just doing that shit like, fuck it, like, I don't ever win anything, so let me just do this shit anyway.
Just try, yeah, fuck it.
And somebody ended up hitting me from that shit. I had mad videos, so somebody hit me from it. They told me what it was, I mean, and it was basically like a mentorship program. You get to work on a record with a producer and an artist, and the producer was Ray Murray. Shout out to Ray Murray and Rick Ross, you know what I mean? So I had got, they flew me out to the A. I mean, there was like a little budget. I got to sit down in the studio with, I mean, with Ray Murray, then with Rick Ross, then with both of them. I mean, so that's kind of all that was. Then they set up a little show for us after. It was me and another artist who got to do something with Zaytoven and Nipsey. So they had put together like a show to just showcase the work that we worked on in the A. That shit was at the Opera. They had mad other niggas performing. I mean, that shit was fire. But it was definitely a dope experience. I mean, I met a lot of good people. I mean, so it was just like, I mean, I got niggas that I could go to for information and shit like that at this point. I mean,
Is that
at this point? I mean,
is that work ever gonna drop?
huh?
You think that work ever gonna drop?
The work that shit, it did, but he wasn't actually on the record. It was he took a producer's credit.
Gotcha.
So it was like, alright, like, I mean, record got split 3 ways, I mean, but for me it was more so just the
experience.
How was it like working with Ross?
Nah, it was fire. It was just like how
Pressure.
y'all niggas see him like visually on social media, like that's exactly how he is. Like that nigga's on some.
You felt a lot of pressure.
It wasn't no pressure. It was just like that nigga take all day to talk, son.
He talk slow.
He just dramatics with him, so that shit be so crazy to watch somebody really like be. He's really a movie. So it's just like I just be anxious to just get to work, bro. Like that's what I do. So it's just like you gotta sit down and listen to the stories and the information and the game that he give, however it come. I mean, but it was an experience.
Speak about that work ethic, man. Who's one of the people that inspire you from that work ethic? We spoke. So you could tap on
T.Y.
that.
for sure. T.Y. for sure, man. Like we be having a lot of different conversations. It always revolve around just life and music, and it's always positive for me. And I be watching niggas that go through their situations and how they, I mean, how they come out of it, if they come out of it. I mean, that nigga, you can't even tell what was what. For me, so I always look at that. That's a sort of like for sure inspiration that I use. Like yo, like it's niggas that's going through shit and pulling out of it. I mean, and it's the blueprint. So shout out to T.Y. man.
T.Y. the Don.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir, big bro.
That's his old name.
Got all that
I
shit in
ain't
the car.
I ain't fucking tell him. I forgot to tell him we could
But
smoke.
you said you was dropping a video a week.
Yeah.
Speaking of your work.
Yeah.
Speaking of your work ethic, like what that like
Shit. That.
I mean, he recording on his own.
Nah. That was a few years ago. So I had management. So that was like a real group effort. I mean,
Okay.
so it was my son Cribs setting everything up. I mean,
Shout out Cribs.
and his man Jerry, he nice with the camera, so he was just game for whatever we was doing. I mean, so I just make the music, and them niggas just tell me when and where, and then we just figure it out from there. That's how that shit was, for the most part. I mean, but that's really where that stemmed from. For me, but it was a video a week, verse a week for like 37 weeks. I mean, so a lot of free work went away.
Did you have like a, I'm not gonna say a personal connection, cause I ain't have no personal connection to Nip, but he's like one of the niggas that really touched me, and I feel me, like when that shit happened, that shit really.
Me too. I realized my energy was low. I mean, and I got a chance to talk to him. I mean, and he was like a real genuine person for me. So it only made sense that I fuck with the music off that. Like I just try to, I try to separate the music from people. I mean, so, but once I know I could fuck with you as a person, then I could kind of
It's
be more
easier for the
receptive.
music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You said
so,
you got to speak to him.
Yeah, so with
That's
the
dope.
shit with Ross and Ray Murray, it was two sides to the contest. It was one side was like basically the East Coast side. Like I got to work with Ross and Ray Murray. Ray Murray was part of Organized Noise, Outkast and Goody Mob and shit like that. So
Dungeon family.
yeah, he a legend. He a legend though. So the other side was Zaytoven and Nip and my son. What was her name? My son UTK. He got to work with Zaytoven and Nip, and he was from Cali actually. I think he's from LA. For me, so he kind of like had a rapport with Nip on the low. So at the show, that's when we got to meet everybody and chopped it up and all that shit. And I mean, I had a little minute with that nigga, and just paid my respects. I mean, gave flowers where it was due and shit, and he was real receptive to it. A lot of niggas would be like, yeah, good looking, but he was really like interacting. Like a lot of niggas don't do that.
That's fine.
So yeah,
Closest I got to Nip, the nigga was in the hood, and I wasn't.
And at that time,
around.
we didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew, but we was like,
but you know what's
we ain't
crazy?
tripping.
When I was locked up in LA with somebody that was from the same set. Shout out my son Don Juan, and that nigga just used to talk mad highly of that nigga Nip, like even the people around him.
Mm-hmm.
For me, and I just feel like I ain't never been in no situation like I don't know if niggas ever been to Cali, but when you out there and when you in certain places you don't belong, it's always yo where you from or who you. For me, and
Thank God we ain't come across them situations.
Yeah, we was at the shop.
yo boy, so it's like the way they was on it out there. It just seemed way more authentic. Like niggas can't play around with certain shit. I mean, so just the whole vibe of it was just a different type of a vibe for me being out there. So I was just locked up with some homie, and the nigga was just on his shit. Solid nigga, stand up. I mean, niggas mean what they say, do what they say. They gonna do shit like that. So it was like that's the type of shit that I like. For me, like the type of shit that I could respect. And I mean, I treat people how I want to be treated. So
It's a fact.
that's the type of energy I want to be around. And that's just how they all came across to me. So I just felt like when I dived into some music more and even follow his social presence, it's like, yo, like we want the same things. He just an OD gang member, and I'm just, I'm just here. For me, so.
But the morals is all the same.
All the same, man, and I feel like that shit hurt me a lot because, like, I saw myself in him. For me, like, yeah, like on some like, I'm big on community shit. I'm big on like supporting the youth. I mean, I'm big on being black. For me, and I want to give back to my people. I want to give back to the hood. I want to give back to the youth. I mean, and like a lot of the shit that he was doing was shit that I wanted to do. I mean, but I feel like when you put yourself in those type of conversations or in those type of light, in that type of light, like, nigga, you might have to pay with your life to really evoke change that you want to see.
See, I was about to ask him how he feel about where he passed that, because there's a lot of people that feel like, see, this is why if I get rich, I would never come back. I wouldn't do all of that.
But niggas gotta understand is like when you know your purpose, you just gonna do what you gotta do. And I feel like he felt like he knew his purpose. And let's say it was a conspiracy and niggas was out to kill him. When you killed him and you fulfill his destiny, you just sprouted another. To inspire another 50 hymns.
I feel you.
For me, and but for me, the hard part to swallow was like, nigga, if that's what I aspire to be, then I'm putting my life on the line. At the end of the day, if I'm planning not to stray too far away from my culture, you know, niggas get big and they fall back and they disappear. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
But ultimately, you putting your life on the line. But for the sake of better, situations. But so it's like. That's why that shit like hit me the most, cause it was like, damn, like that nigga knew what he was doing and knew what he was sacrificing, and that shit
That
is.
shit was the spookiest shit of the whole,
Yeah.
death. Honestly, that was the spookiest
Yeah.
part. To know that he was saying things and doing things, and then to see him get murdered. I don't know if I want to get affiliated.
But when you try to put too much good in the world, somebody gonna hate that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Period.
That's why you can't.
Period, point blank.
Fuck staying safe. You gotta stay dangerous.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Shit, look who said it.
That's who said that. That's who originated that line.
Mm-hmm.
What? I
think
either
I
him or
heard
YG.
him
I
say
was
it.
like,
I heard him say it.
YG.
I heard him say it.
Yeah.
Right, you right.
A West Side thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. Like, yeah, for me, but
Yo, what's your thought process behind like all of the EPs instead of just just tapes? You got a lot of EPs.
Well, for me, it was a compromise. So, I had a few mentors who was telling me like, yo, just drop singles, and I be overthinking everything. So I'm looking at it like, damn, these niggas want me to drop club records. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, I don't really want to do that. So I started working with another group of niggas, and they kind of like on the same wave. So I'm like, yo, what if I drop EPs, but like short EPs, like three or four songs. Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
those are short.
Well, that's an EP.
EP is the most
like
maybe
four
4 to
songs?
7, like 4 to 7, 4 to 6.
Okay.
So I was just trying to just get away with the most songs I could get away with, because I just wanted to put them out as projects, and them niggas agreed to it. So it was like, all right, so I'm gonna do 3 or 4 or however many songs I was doing, and the plan was before the Corona shit was to drop one every month. So
every month
I was gonna drop. That's how much work I got.
I'm about to say. So that means you got a lot of shit to
do. I be holding, like the whole idea came from like me like holding music. I don't want to hold the music anymore. So it was like, yo, like I'm gonna put out what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to put out the EP a month, and then at the end of every quarter, I was gonna try to do my own show. But then at the end of the first quarter, the pandemic happened. Mm-hmm. So it was like, damn. So like, I had dropped It's Complicated, and I was working on like a whole ass like short film for that shit, and we just got like the first half done, and then the city was shut down like the next 2-3 months. So that shit had just really fucked it up. But that was really the plan, was just to drop an EP a month.
That shit was lit.
Yeah.
That was a dope ass plan.
Good looking. So
is it easier to make EPs to get your point across as far as like having a specific subject for a project? So it's not like a whole album, but you get to keep a subject for your project.
I think I'ma always, even if it was an album, I keep to a theme. You know what I mean? Cause I'm meticulous like that. So I like weird shit that other niggas might not care about, but I like it for the niggas that do care about it. They appreciate it more. Mm-hmm. For me, so like I'm more for niggas like that. So I'ma always have like a little theme, a sub theme. You know what I mean? Just shit that's always going on, that's gonna make you think and see shit that you might not hear. For me?
That's L.
Good looking.
I fuck with it.
Yo, man, that Queens track, that shit's fire.
Yo, that shit took hell to get done too.
I don't like how you left my man T.Y. out the track, man. You left my man out. But the track is definitely fire. Nah, that's from a minute ago.
That's from a minute ago. T.Y.
That's
when
my
he was
shit.
Still locked up, right?
Yeah,
I think he was locked up when that came out.
Yeah.
But that's my shit though. That's my shit right there.
But speaking of Queens, who you worked with from Queens, and who do you plan to work with?
That shit with Super QQ was my shit too.
That's my shout out to my guy, man, my Baisley niggas.
That's
but
a fact. Shout out to them.
It's mad niggas, bro. Like I got so many songs with niggas already, but it's just for me again, and come back to me overthinking the work. I just need everything to make sense in my head before I push the button on it. So, I mean, I just did some shit with y'all familiar with my F&O niggas, you know, Monty.
That's his cousin.
That's my cousin.
Oh, word?
That's
Yeah,
cousin,
so
Shout
I
out
was just
F&O
in the
Monty.
stew with Monty. I was just in the stew with my son Fligger from Fall Rock. I mean, I was just in the stew with my son Rello, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of work being done. It's just a matter of putting it out. But as far as like who, I like working with niggas that want to work. For me.
How was it like working with Focus?
Focus, straight to the point. I mean, he just, yo, I need you on this record. We recording this verse. Hit, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, bet. Yeah. I show up, I do my verse. Nigga call me a month later, like, yo, we shooting the video. Like, word? Oh, it's lit. That, you know what I mean? So with him I fuck with Focus. You know what I mean? He be straight to the point. He the one that really kind of gave me game on you know, just understanding how this shit work as a business too. Feel me? So, and I was just talking to that nigga today about some stock shit. That nigga, yeah, my son. Everybody. That's my son. Though he know he he talk about. Yeah, he know he talk about. So, yeah, he know he talk about. So, like me, I like. Yeah, man.
That's an L nigga.
So, like, what's your...
You gotta give us. You can't say like, oh, I can't.
Nah.
We need that five.
He said that. I ain't gonna put you in that situation.
We need that.
Top five, like what?
Hold on, yo, plug this up for me, Josh, please.
Top 5 coming up.
Top 5
on the come up.
No, it don't have to be on the come up. Your top 5 favorite artists in Queens right now. Come up, establish, whoever. It don't matter. We need that. We need that for BlockWerk. You ain't gonna ruffle no fellas.
Nah, I'm trying to think of who I'll be listening to. Super on there for sure.
Super.
That's gang.
See, when niggas ask me these type of questions, I be needing to know from which angle are they coming from.
Or
y'all
depending
niggas
on
want
which
me to
mood
pick
you in.
niggas that spit, or y'all niggas want me to pick niggas that's hot.
Nigga, who you like?
Mix
Your
it.
favorite 5. Your
All
favorite
right,
5.
from the town. Soup. Kaya.
Kaya baby.
Moan.
Moan nice too.
Cello.
Yes sir.
With cello.
One more. We need one more.
Star.
Fuck, keep going if you want that.
Wait, that was 4 though.
That was 5. Now it's
That's
5.
5.
It said
right.
Soup, Kaya, Cello, Moan, and who was the 5th?
Star.
It's a valid 5.
But then I could keep going, and then I could keep going, and then I could
Keep
interchange.
going. Fuck it. Keep going.
We could go Mike Classic. I mean,
Gotta tune into him.
Flig. It's a lot of niggas from the town that don't even get the recognition they deserve.
Who?
Shout them out right here.
Everybody, nigga. When I say that, I mean like you see how niggas from other boroughs they get they looks. It's niggas that get looks. Like it's mad niggas that need they looks.
And Queens.
Facts,
Queens.
man, but Queens is up next, man.
That's a fact.
Nah, that's a
it
fact.
goes in the circle. It goes in the circle. Like, this shit
Queens
repeat.
is up now,
I
nigga.
mean, personally, that's what I'm saying.
Queens is up now,
Niggas
nigga.
is kicking that door down. Quality music right now. I feel like we getting back into that.
Who y'all 5?
You know my 5.
Y'all know my 5 is the same.
Yeah, I know
my
my
5
five.
just cause Fly here. Like my
Didn't we
shit is the same.
we spoke on this before, right?
Right.
My top 5,
My
yeah.
shit
So
it didn't go.
You said the same.
That's
I don't think that one
I
dropped.
said
Yeah, that one
Focus
didn't drop.
Focus You, Kaya, Soup, and I think Cello. I think that's what I said.
But see,
That's just my favorite out of Queens. That's just my.
but for real, it be niggas that's always working for me too though. So like even though Soup got like 3 records out, but I always see him, always something about the music.
In the studio.
For me, studio, the video, the photo shoots. It be little shit like that let niggas know like you still doing something without saying, like niggas be like, yo, we working, like, but you I mean, you come and you go. Focus is the same way. Like he always nigga don't even tell me when he drop shit. I just be on the gram and I see some oh shit, this nigga dropped another video. I mean that nigga he dropped the album that he did. I peeped how he like rolled it out. Feel me? Some was doing, I think he was doing like vinyls or CDs. Or he was doing physical CDs.
I got
merch.
That's dope.
I got
For
two
me.
in.
So it's like
that's
that's kind of where
like the LK shit, like remember
Yeah,
back in the days
that's
you
a
get
different
the
era right
with
there.
the, with the book,
shit,
yeah,
Oh,
got
nah,
the
that's
book
ill.
and all that.
Yeah,
For
that's
me,
ill.
so like it be shit like that. Like niggas deserve their looks, bro. And there's so much of that shit in the town, like to the point where like it don't matter who go. Like if anybody go, it's just gonna open the door and it's gonna throw the microscope on top. Like who are these niggas, nigga? For
I mean,
me,
you got a another energy.
yeah. So
Who your five?
My 5. Oh man, I don't want it to be different from what I said last
See,
time.
that means you not real right?
Because I listen to niggas. I listen to niggas all the time. All the time. Like
My shit been the same for some months, nigga. My shit been the same for some months.
Alright,
man.
I'm gonna go.
Switch
First
up.
of all, I'm going home team. I'm gonna go Ty. I'm gonna go Mozzarella Monty. Oh, I always go that way. Cello. Star. And Big Bougie. I don't know if you tuned in to Big Bougie.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard the name before. My man.
Bougie.
Every time he send me a beat, and I think someone's on the hook. He be smoking the hooks, huh?
He do hooks.
Yeah,
he
get
do
busy on
he
the
might
hooks.
have done the beat too. I don't know, but Big Bougie do hooks, beats, sing,
Yeah,
rap.
nah, I ain't gonna. I definitely
Do a
heard
lot.
some name before.
He'll compose the whole record.
Yeah,
Shout out
Those,
to
Real
that, though.
talk.
those was the vibes I got when niggas was like, "Yo, he did the hook and he recorded." I'm like, "Oh, alright."
do a lot.
But I never knew, like, I never met him.
And I ain't gonna front. My top 5 might change in another couple, like in another month or so. Cause I listen, I tune in. Like when I hear new names, like I want to hear. I gotta tune in and focus.
Yeah, you like him if you like
gotta tune
niggas who
into-
got something to say.
Carter Brown.
Yeah,
I gotta tune into more of they shit. It might change.
Yeah, I got to tap in too.
Even with Jesse, I listen to your more recent stuff. But I gotta tune into the older stuff. Like I heard the Queen's record, I heard the Free Chop, and I heard the last joint you put out.
when you black every day.
Yo, who be doing
Yeah.
your production? Your shit
It's
nice.
good looking. It be a bunch of the same people.
Okay.
You feel me? So
Yeah. Them samples be crazy.
yeah, my guy Tone's Throne. I mean V Notes, Boogie Beats. I mean Shy Money XL. I mean, son, it's
I ain't hear that name in a minute, right? Shaw Money XL.
Yeah, he be tapping in. I mean, shout out to Shy, but it's really a lot of those. Like,
Niggas is fire.
yeah, good looking.
Samples be crazy. The beat be ugly.
Yeah, those be the vibes I be needing. I be needing those
Soulful,
vibes.
good.
Yeah.
Man, like, goddamn, some feeling here and shit. Like, woo.
What's your favorite tape or your favorite EP?
This one I just dropped. Only Love When the Scores.
I mean, are you supposed to say that because
Nah,
that's your
but
latest
that's-
work?
that's-
You
but-
supposed to feel like you getting better every time.
Nah, I'm not even being funny.
Like if I ask Hov, like, what's your favorite shit? Hov is gonna say Reasonable Doubt.
Look, let me tell you something. If you would have asked before this project came out, I'd have said Free Chop.
And when that came out,
That
that came
was
out.
the one before this one.
Free Chop came out in
That was
in
that was
January.
before the what's the name?
That was before, and then
what's
I
the
dropped Free
what's
Chop. It's complicated.
Yeah,
and
it's
then,
complicated.
When
Speaking
you
of
black
Hov,
when you
every
black
day.
every day. Yeah.
Hov inspired the cover.
Yeah, facts.
I peeped that.
See, that's niggas be looking at
Mhm.
you. Why you doing this shit with the launch? Alright, relax. Thank you, my nigga. Feel me?
Relax.
Let me rock. It's all
Right. Let me
like,
cook, nigga, cause you don't know. Feel me? So cool. But I had dropped 3 projects. If you would have asked me one of those 3, I'd have picked the first one. Feel me? If I would have put this one out and I'd have felt like it was alright, I would have said Free Chop.
Free
I
Chop.
wouldn't have told you, feel me? But I'm dead ass. I feel like this is my best project by far. And I don't really even like shit too long. For me, I'll record something, I'll fuck with it for like a week or 2, and then I'm on to the next record I do. For me, and I might not even listen to that shit again unless I'm putting it out. It's shit that I could listen to today. Like, I ain't hear this shit in months.
Gotta get this nigga in the studio with you.
Oh man, here
You
you
got
go.
to, man.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Got to, man. Stop playing, right?
Come on, man.
Get in the fucking booth.
Frontin'.
Come on, man.
You consider yourself being in love with hip hop? And if so, have you ever fell out of love with hip hop before?
I wouldn't say I'm in love with hip hop. Only because I feel like to say that, you gotta really study that shit. For me, I feel like if niggas say they in love with something, they know that shit inside and out. And I don't really know all of the ins and the outs of hip hop.
Are you in love with making hip hop?
Yes.
Or making music?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's the question.
Yeah, for sure.
So have you ever fell out of love? Like you just been in that funk, like
I just
I ain't
not
going to
fell out of
today,
love.
like, fuck that.
Yeah, it's just like all the time for me, and I'm learning to take breaks instead of trying to like work through that shit. You know what I mean? So I realize that means that's just me getting tired. For me, mental. It don't gotta just be like I'm sleepy, nigga. So
Probably gotta live a little.
yeah, know what I mean? So
Rap
I
about
try
it.
to be aware of my mood and shit. Like even now, like when I go to the studio, if I gotta do a record, I know this might not always help, but if it's something that I don't catch a vibe to while I'm doing it in the studio, I don't want to do it. I don't want to just go through the motions.
that
on
makes
something,
sense.
you
Yeah,
feel me?
it definitely makes
and
sense.
I feel like that's what that project was. I feel like that's what all my projects are. Like they shit that I would marry. It's not like a throwaway record. Like
yeah, take this, yo.
yeah, like
Some
just
B-side
throw it. Yeah, nah. I mean, I feel like every record I try my best with because I catch that vibe.
Let's get into the bullshit.
Only love when the score's tied is out now, man. Go get that.
Yes, sir.
Stream on
Check
all
it out.
platforms. man.
Streaming platforms.
Word. Please sign here, more run, mix pack, all that. It's complicated, all that. Go get that.
Yeah, some work
It's out
over
now.
there. I got some merch coming soon too.
Merch on the way, you heard it.
Merch on the way, man.
Damn. What you
We
say?
getting
You want
into
to jump into some bullshit?
We gotta jump into
You wanna
the
jump into
bullshit.
some
We gotta
bullshit
get into a
real
little bit of the bullshit,
A little
man.
bit of the bullshit, man. What, the Casanova bullshit?
Oh, y'all want to hear some bullshit?
What
What's
happened?
up?
The Rockets traded Russ for John Wall.
Oh, damn.
They sent my son.
That's kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie.
They sent my son to the. Oh man.
Damn, Wizards, but Corona, they can't even have fans. I was gonna say the Wizards gonna be, their ticket price is gonna be crazy, but they can't even have fucking fans.
Wow.
At least my son
That's
gonna have
interesting.
it. They just traded for the same player, but son gonna
yeah.
stay healthy.
Who?
Russ.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
John Wall don't be
He's
staying
tough,
healthy.
yeah.
I hope Wall stay healthy. Before he got hurt, that was my fucking second favorite player after Steph.
Yeah, nah, he was
I
dogging
fuck with
before he
John
got
Wall,
hurt.
man.
Yeah, he's nice.
He got hurt on some bullshit.
In the crib, like, you doing
He was already hurt too.
Yeah.
Like
Bozo.
Oh man, come on.
Bozo.
Chill out, champ.
shit.
Get it together.
Mm-mm-mm.
But what y'all think about the Casanova situation?
I think
Casanova
niggas
got
gotta be
indicted.
able to- Niggas gotta be able to separate.
They found him?
I know, but they ain't.
Nah, they ain't grab him yet.
Yeah.
They ain't grab him yet. But he's on the indictment.
Yeah.
I think niggas gotta be able to separate the street shit and your gang shit from when it's time to, you know, I gotta be over here with this. I can't be outside, like, I'm outside. You
Yeah.
gotta
How
gotta
many
take it
times
easy.
Do we have to see this shit? Is
Yeah,
my
like,
question. How many,
They should have learned
how
from
many
the
times?
they should have
Every
learned from the
few years
6ix9ine
we see this
situation.
shit. Every few years.
Sad,
Big ass,
bro.
especially in Brooklyn, big ass indictment, gang indictment. Sometimes your favorite artist is involved in it.
How many people they took? 17 people. Or something?
17. Casanova was the
18.
18th. They look now.
Yeah.
He's Casanova was the 18th. They
Yeah,
looking
that's
for
what
him.
I'm
They ain't getting him.
God damn.
I think it's easier said than done. Cause like,
Easier said than done. Far as what?
as far as
Living
like
in the streets?
when you want, like if you've been living that life and now you come across you got money living that life, it's hard to
Nah, but it's
avoid
like,
that.
I look at it like, Nipsey was a crip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't get involved in no indictment, no gang shit. That nigga took off. He separated his shit, at least from an outside perspective. I don't know what the politics is. Snoop, a big crip.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these niggas was gang members. Jeezy with fucking BMF. Whoever it is, that
Yeah,
nigga.
he was
I
indicted.
had
wasn't
I
even
had
indicted.
everything you saying,
Yeah.
but all of them niggas, with respects to what his career did, turn into like superstars.
Yeah.
For me,
Casanova
Fast,
was-
he wasn't really he ain't
Right.
he didn't get
his
that
career
type of
didn't
fame.
continue.
Yeah,
Right,
he didn't get
didn't
that type of fame.
right,
So it's
right,
like
right.
Like it's some niggas in music, like they might get too big to go get a job at Walmart. For me,
Yeah.
So it's like some niggas be stuck like that.
Nah, you right. You got an ill point.
Yeah.
Well, he was, in my opinion, he wasn't that nigga musically. He
Who,
had a lot of
Cass?
connections.
He had a lot
I feel
of-
like
I
he could have put niggas on.
I feel like he could have been a personality. Like he had mad charisma.
Super dope dude to be around, as you see.
I fuck with Cap. I fuck with his energy
Yeah,
too.
could talk his way into any room.
Right.
It's just a fucked up situation now.
Yeah, I hope the best for him, man. I don't want that nigga to get life. They saying he maximum of life and minimum 10 years.
I don't think he's gonna get life.
I don't never listen
Nah,
to
I
what
think
they
he
first
gonna
say.
get life.
I don't think he gonna get
I
that.
want the nigga to come home. Like I don't wish jail.
Us either, but I think he's gonna do sometime. I hope he doesn't, but if I had to give my opinion on it right now, I think he's gonna do some time.
That's kind of
But-
like,
Man, listen.
Not all the time. This is
I'm not saying
not all the
he's
time.
gonna go this route, but
90%
niggas said
conviction
6ix9ine wasn't coming home. No way. It was
yeah,
Charlamagne.
yeah.
But
Charlamagne
I
on
don't
the
think Cass
radio.
is telling, man. I don't think Cass is
No,
telling.
I'm
But
not.
look,
I don't think he telling. But all I'm saying is, nigga, you never know what
can't
could
come home,
happen.
right.
Uh-huh, yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? It might be some wild stipulation.
Falsehood, evidence,
Some type of technicality.
But
Miss-
six,
yeah,
six,
miss
six,
trial,
six,
all
nine
this
was
shit
Hov in
can
your
happen.
corner's different. We
Uh-huh.
ain't see this angle. Hov is in this corner, so let's
Yeah,
see it.
yeah,
He's
that
right
too.
there. You
Six-
never know.
The difference is 6ix9ine was flat out telling. I think most people knew with common sense, like he's gonna tell.
But
That's
yo,
one.
they had-
And the feds came out at him on that angle, like knowing, like
And they
nah,
had
we
a,
gonna
they had
just
a,
get him, and he gonna tell him what's he gonna.
they had
break
an
it down.
informant before they got even grabbed 6ix9ine. You didn't know that? The,
Nah,
the
yeah,
driver,
they did,
6ix9ine
but-
driver was the informant before they even snatched up 6ix9ine. Yo, he was telling everything.
He was tired of that shit.
He was telling everything.
That nigga just was
He
a regular
was
driver.
the
He like, yo,
driver.
come on. Like,
Because I think they threatened to send him back to his country.
Oh, the
he
police.
was.
The feds grabbed him up. He was like, "Yo, we will let you go, but you have to wear like a." They put like some app on his phone. He was like, "Whenever you're with them, turn the app on." And shit caught
That
all
nigga
the
said, "Yes,
recording
sir."
and all that. I'm
Fuck
like,
you,
"Oh,
man.
y'all ain't see the y'all ain't watched the 6ix9ine documentary on Hulu? New shit that just dropped?
Seen that shit.
It just dropped like 2
I
weeks
don't
ago."
click nothing 6ix9ine.
Yeah, you're fat.
Yeah, I want that.
I watch it because it's like
It's
like
informative.
like
You'll
you
learn
just-
some shit. It's
like
like
I
just
learned
learn some
that.
shit,
I
right?
just learned that. Like
But we just gotta wait and see how it play out, man. Hopefully, I don't know Cass, but I feel like he ain't that the type of person that's going.
yeah, I don't think
What?
he's gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna
I
tell.
see he was moving
I don't
drugs.
think
They
he
was
would tell.
wilding him out. They shouldn't.
Yeah, somebody's definitely telling though.
Some
Somebody
type
has
of
to be
charges,
telling.
man. He probably getting charged for whatever his whole,
They just want.
whatever his gang was doing. Is
Them niggas probably
they put
got
that on
coerced into saying Cash Nova did something. All of the whoever put him in, it'd be
Maybe,
like that.
man.
Because he's a black young man lit. So we're gonna make an example out of him. Fuck you, little niggas. Like, telling him.
And that's sad.
Lawyers is probably telling him.
Hope
Whoever
he
got caught up, telling him.
hope he make it out of this, man.
So if it went like that, he probably could beat that shit. If it's a lot of he say, she said.
G Herbo on some shit too.
Yeah, man.
He did some bullshit.
He in some shit too, man.
For real, what?
Yeah, what it said?
What you heard about that, man?
It's on Shade Room.
I was just looking at the John.
Yeah, life is really
I think
crazy.
he was
Yeah.
fraudulent something like getting these private jets and whatever. Like, bro, you could have just asked Fab for a little money. Could have asked Fab
Using stolen
for
IDs and charging
some
them.
change, man.
Yep.
He tweaking.
Yeah. See.
Now
this
that I
goes
think
back to
that
what
I
I'm
think he
saying.
might beat.
This is what goes back to
Yeah, that
like
sounds like some
he's just the
bullshit.
face of something. It could be little niggas around him doing shit,
Mhm.
but he's the face. So we're gonna say you.
He's the breadwinner, yeah.
Yeah, like see that goes back to company.
Yeah, the
Watch
company
who the
keep.
fuck you be around. You supposed to tell squad like, bro, listen.
Hope both of them come out of this
Yeah.
free.
There's a lot going on, man.
Don't want to see nobody in jail. Yeah, I watched something earlier. I watched the Lil Pookie Loke.
What was that?
Lil Pookie Loke's son. His reaction to the versus battle.
What he
You
said?
ain't see that?
Oh,
Nah,
the
you
nigga
see
who
it.
died, the Jeezy shit.
He said
Oh.
he was talking about like when the situation first happened. He said Jeezy didn't give him he didn't make sure he was good. He gave him like $600 or something like that. I'm like, damn, Jeezy.
That's what we go back to me saying. Was this really this nigga man's? Niggas keep saying it's
That's
Jeezy
crazy.
man's. I don't think that's Jeezy man's.
He was
They're
just
probably affiliate.
he's just one of them niggas that.
But
did
I'm
it.
saying if he's on your label or whatever they saying he was, might have been an artist on his label.
I might not
That's-
even know you.
That's
I might not even know you.
nah,
How
but
much
at,
niggas is underground nation probably
nah,
man Hov.
but that's a high level though. This is a low level.
Jeezy.
This is Jeezy wasn't Jeezy yet at that point. He was coming up on the come up, so I'm sure he had to know the nigga directly. And it's Atlanta, like.
Because I'm looking at it as my man. I'm not sending my man to go do a hit. You too close to me, it's automatically gonna come back to me if you get caught. Bro, I just don't think that's his man. That's just my opinion.
That makes sense.
I never thought of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I ain't never think
I
about it
ain't
like
sending
that.
my direct man to go
makes
hit him
sense.
hit.
That definitely makes sense.
That's an interesting theory. I can't lie.
Yeah, I ain't.
What if he was just an affiliate and just wanted to prove stats like I'm gonna show Jeezy my loyalty, I'm gonna go clap this nigga. What if he just took that up on his own?
Yeah, that's a fact. This
Land
niggas
a
gotta
nigga who
do
ain't
that.
give a fuck. I'm about to go run down on this nigga Gucci and clap this nigga.
Alright, so where's all this stuff coming from that it was allegedly a 10K hit on Gucci? And
I never.
making shit up.
I thought he put out a hit for Gucci Mane's chain. Like he was like,
It's still a hit.
I think he said I got 8K or something like that for Gucci Mane's chain. I
think it was 10.
I don't think he technically said like.
And the nigga tried to rob him and got killed.
No, I think a
That's
nigga
the
tried
shit
to
went
really
wrong.
run down.
But that's
something.
terrible. That's first of all, that's terrible. You my mans and you gonna go listen to my 10K and shit. Bro, chill around me, bro. We good. We good. Nigga, what he's doing, bro?
He said that's
Yo, I got-
terrible.
I got
It
10K
definitely might have
for
been
you.
a nigga trying to get his rep
He's like,
up.
I need my bread. Jeezy good. Come on, bro. Hey, rest in peace, champ. But I don't know.
Yo, yeah, rest in peace
Not
to
the
him,
game,
man. That fucking verses was jokes.
That shit was
Yeah,
wild.
they was wilding. I heard. I ain't really watched.
Oh, you ain't
that.
tuned in? Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Gucci was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
And Jeezy was just up there
That
looking.
shit was very
Jeezy was up there with the IE ass face. He was looking crazy, bro.
Nigga said that was cute.
Yeah, like, nigga.
He said, I forgot the word. What did you call it specifically?
We need
I
to
tell
see.
you what.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what. That was the
Oh,
line of the battle.
That Lynn.
That was the line of the battle, I tell you what.
Bro, I just realized you said you was locked up in LA.
Yeah.
That was like a culture shock.
Yeah, that was
How
wild.
was that?
That
What
shit
was
had that.
GTA, but in real life,
Oh shit.
Man.
And then you from New York. How did that go? Like you being from New York?
they first niggas asked me if I where you from?
Yeah.
That mean what hood you banging,
That's-
nigga?
they always
that mean
right.
You
right.
already know. Yeah.
So after a while, I was always like, yo, huh? Like, they got
what?
that. They got their ass. They like,
accent.
where you from,
Slang.
cuz? I'm like, yo, what? Huh? And then they would say their name and they hood. Like the first day I was there, I was there, I was like, who, me? Feel me? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Nigga woke up to me, say his name, say his set, they say, where you from? And I'd be like, yo, what? I don't
Nigga,
bang.
That's some real shit though.
I'm like, yo, I don't bang. And then they would be like, oh, and then leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some niggas that fuck with me though, like, for me, but it look familiar, cause like, nigga, I'm not even from
Yeah,
out
I'm
here.
not-
Like, what are you talking about?
I live
But they doing that for
6,000,
safety issues. You gotta think
60,000
about it. They
miles
doing that for
away.
safety.
Some
They
niggas
doing it for
is
safety.
right.
They,
Some
I
niggas,
gotta know what it is.
Like,
You
nah.
in my house, nigga.
Mhm.
My livelihood.
I ain't gonna lie. I see some shit there. That shit was wild. Like, them niggas.
What you seen, love?
Well, I seen a nigga almost cause a riot. So he was black. Took a nigga phone card, used the phone card and put it back. And niggas knew that he used the phone card or whatever. So one night they had let niggas out the cell, and niggas was walking to the day room. When you on the way to the day room is the showers. Like the showers is like the last cell it's like a cell full of showers. The nigga was walking by, some nigga walked by him and pushed him in there. And two other niggas came from out of nowhere and just ran in there and started fixing this nigga, boy. Fixed him. I'm like, yo. And he was like screaming. Like, stop. And now he, after that, they said he was snitching. Like, they said that's how you call the police.
When you
So,
yell.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So now the nigga PC'd up after that shit and all that. They broke his ribs and all that shit.
Damn.
Fixed that nigga. Cause what he was doing, he was wilding for doing that, bro. Like you finna first of all, we outnumbered in the house. You finna get niggas into some shit.
So it was mad Mexicans?
Mad Mexicans, nigga.
It was wild.
Mad Mexicans, boy. Mad. When I say my whole, it was different tiers in my shit. It was on the bottom and top tiers. And my tier, I think it was 13 cells. 4 million cells, nigga. And it was me, 4 million cells, nigga.
Fuck being one-on-one, and it's like, I don't get along with you. Now it's like,
I don't get along with you.
Like, nah, you cool
you,
with these two niggas.
The whole block was like, they was all Mexicans. And it was my cellar was me and my son Don Juan, my son from 6-0, and 2 Mexicans. Wow. So like every morning, like the older niggas from the other side used to come. We used to be in that shit knock till like 12 o'clock. Niggas used to come wake us up like, yo, y'all niggas good? Like, I gotta wake up.
Niggas black breakfast.
Other black niggas?
They was black. But they was older niggas, but they would just come in because they
trying
knew.
to make sure they like, yo, nigga, wake up, because it's 30 of them.
Right.
And it's 10 of us.
It
nigga.
took me a while to figure out, like, what the
you.
fuck. I'm like, oh, all right. Like, I get it. Like, we wildin'. Like, yeah. Feel me? So, but that shit was wild, bro. That shit was like, I'm in another world right now, nigga. I was having them dreams. Wake up, I'm like, oh shit.
That's crazy.
We ain't going back there. We ain't worry about that.
Yeah, that's old shit.
Niggas ain't going back there.
I just thought that was crazy. I'm like, hold on, you got locked up at LA.
We from New York, so that's another. That's what it's a culture shock.
Out here, it might be like we outnumber the Mexicans out here. So out there, it's like
a whole.
Don't get it twisted. It's still going up. Yeah. They gotta train. Them niggas is training to fight black niggas.
Yeah.
I mean, so, and they still be getting fixed, but they be outnumbering a lot of niggas a lot of times. For me, so it's cool though, but it's just politics. Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna go against the politics because
it's deep. Nigga.
Yeah, they shit. Nigga.
That shit is a real life culture.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Yeah, that nigga seen Nate Robinson
like,
get
got religion,
punched
church.
out.
Oh yeah, the Nate Robinson is
bad.
Yeah.
It's like a sauce by the white man.
Did he train?
Yeah, both of them trained.
Nah,
they
did
trained
he
for
train though?
They trained for months, like real boxing. They trained.
Camp, man.
That nigga was looking. Yo, Nate Robinson looked like he needed to be in Hollis Fight Night.
Yo, boy, I said that.
Yeah, he
he came out just running with his head down, like. They didn't look like he did no training.
He was rushing. They kept rushing him. Rock.
Yeah,
boom.
head down. I'm like, yo, boy, did you train?
Yeah.
He definitely did train.
Everybody got a plan till you get punched in the face.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's a whole nother. He
like, oh
shit. Jab was like, oh,
shit, knock you off guard. Like, hold on.
Yeah, nah.
Don't get me wrong.
Nigga do one of those.
He might be able to fix a regular nigga.
Yeah.
But the way he was acting in that
I'm not
ring.
gonna lie, bro. I seen a clip of like the Jake Paul nigga training videos. Move that same head.
Over the head shit.
That over the head shit. Everybody he was sparring with, he was cleaning them up, bro. It was one nigga, he was just bloody. He just wouldn't stop. Nigga just again, bro. Like again, bro. Some face is mad bloody, son. Keep hitting him the same shit over the top. Boom.
Nate might not get another NBA contract for that fight right there.
Nate wasn't getting an NBA contract. I don't know.
But that just solidified it, man.
Nate still he in shape.
He in shape.
Yeah, he was just signed overseas, bro.
Yeah, he can hoop.
Now he's an athlete, but
he can hoop, nigga. He can hoop in the A right now. Nate can hoop in the A right now.
He is. I think he could.
Nate can hoop in the A right now.
Nigga was trying out for football teams and all that.
Yeah, he was just,
got punched out.
Nate don't know what he want to do. Clearly, he doing football.
Obviously, he ain't no shit about boxing.
He really used to play football.
Yeah, he played football, football and basketball.
But the boxing shit is beyond me. Nah, boxing is a different
ball game,
bro.
It's more technical than it looks.
Super fucking technical.
Yeah,
like you be seeing. I just seen a video of some little fucking kid, some little white boy boxing with some machine, boy. That shit will smack me in the face if I tried that shit. That nigga was going crazy with that shit. It looked like Floyd. But he was a little kid. Right.
We crazy.
Looking at the camera.
Not to potentially get emotional, because I don't know your connection with this record. But what made you come up with the Fuck Cancer record?
I lost my aunt. And my close friends. Mom was a survivor. I just feel like I know too many women that were affected by it.
Yeah, I lost my grandmother with cancer.
Okay, yeah. So like, my condolences, but I know you know how I feel, for me, and I just wanted to let people know. I like evoking emotion in people, so I feel like that record was something where I could really tap into people and just let niggas know, like, yo, like, it's not just you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, so that's where that record came from, and then, you know, it just so happened I was able to get the video done around that event, and everything just
breast
made
cancer
sense.
awareness, man.
Facts.
Rest in peace, Dot.
R.P. to all Dot.
R.P. to Dot, man. Forever shine.
Forever.
I think that's it for today. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Again, only love on the scores, all platforms.
At underscore TGIFly on Twitter, on Instagram. Score TGIFly on Twitter, on Instagram. I mean,
all that.
Sir.
Tap in.
Queens in the building.
Big Queen.
Luxury Tech Sound.
Dick.
You heard? We out here. BlockWerk.